right. Howdy YouTube. I started this YouTube channel just doing like a personal vlog, just not even really a vlog, but just like kind of me in front of the camera, sharing my thoughts and ideas about what's going on in my life. But since then, I have started to also vlog about my sort of development as a professional in the data science industry, which is just a really nice way of saying I'm in a boot camp right now, like for data science, and I've been vlogging about that a little bit. So I didn't start doing that until I was in phase 2 of the program at Flatiron school. It just didn't occur to me, I guess, or it just seemed like a lot of additional work to do it for phase 1. Also, there's 5 phases total. I started vlogging in phase 2. So I did a few live streams of me coding my project for phase 2. So I didn't really even start until I was on the milestone project of phase 2. Forget about like the modules and lessons and everything. But anyway, like for the phase 2 project, I ended up going back and restudying a lot of all the modules for that phase in order to understand what I needed to understand to complete the project. So I thought like that was probably documentation worthy as well, like not just the project itself, but like the process of learning the content and the modules to do the project. So for this phase, for phase 3, I want to vlog that whole process, right? So I've yet to begin the first module of phase 3. I passed my project review last week, took a few days off just to kind of get other aspects of my life a little bit more organized and relax a little bit after, weeks straight of like some of the hardest thinking that I've ever done probably. So yeah, this is just an introductory video to that whole playlist. I put all those other videos in a playlist, Flatiron phase 2. So this is going to be the first video of another playlist called Flatiron phase 3. And it's going to be a combination of me live streaming some of the code that I'm writing. I'm not going to write code for probably, at least not for the project, for another week or two, probably. I'm thinking once I get to the more like advanced labs. Most of like, kind of like the last phase, a lot of the first few modules are going to be a lot of like math theory and like that sort of thing. So anyway, this phase 2 playlist that I'm going to create for the channel is going to be live streams of me coding, but also vlogs. And I want to basically do a vlog for each module. And there's like, maybe a dozen modules or so. So it's not gonna be like a daily vlog necessarily, but it will kind of be in little chunks of all like the functional units of the phase. And I don't reckon I'll like screen share a lot, like directly a lot of the course content, because I imagine there's probably some copyright infringement or something or another with all that. I don't want to, I'm paying a lot of money for this course content and the instruction, so I don't want to just like, they're charging me a lot of money for that rather, so I don't want to just like give it away on the internet for free. And all the same information is available elsewhere on the internet anyway. It's really more about like how the instructors deliver the information to you and whatnot. But anyway, yeah, so there'll be like a dozen or so like proper vlogs of me just kind of reiterating what I learned for each module. So at the end of a module, I'll go back and I'll review in the vlog like all the things that I learned. And that's mostly going to be for me practicing that kind of set of knowledge, and also just assuring myself that I actually understand like what I studied in the module, which is kind of the problem I ran into at the end of phase 2. Is I got to the end of it and I was like, I understand, like I can write each one of these little code blocks, but I don't understand what they like really doing like mathematically. And how they like affect each other mathematically. And so I had to basically relearn the whole phase over again while I was completing the project. And that's why the project took me so long to do. But anyway, so I think vlogging at the end of each module would be a good way to sort of deal with not having that issue as much when I get to the phase 3 project, because phase 3 is just going to be like phase 2 but like harder. Basically it's going to be a lot more coding, a lot more math, harder code, maybe harder code, I don't know. I say that, now I'm thinking like once you sort of understand some like broad heuristics with code, then the code itself isn't really like what's complicated. Like none of like what I actually have to write for like actual like real world use projects are ever nearly as like much of like mind bender as like what you would find on like lead code or something. Stuff like that's more puzzle solving than programming. But anyway, I digress. I'm gonna have some vlogs, like one for each module, just kind of reviewing what I learned in each module and trying to communicate it in a non-technical way. And I'm also going to live stream some of my actual coding sessions. I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do about that before I get to the project, because a lot of the coding that I'll be doing will be more like code alongs and like lab notebooks and stuff. And again, that's like copyrighted course content. Yeah, I'll figure something out. But yeah, I just thought it would be cool to, instead of having this just Mod Podge, a bunch of random like coding bootcamp videos, having like them kind of organized into like the same way the course is, right? Into like the phases. And it would be good practice for me to practice my technical communication to a non-technical audience. And right now I don't really have an audience, so that's like the best use for me. But like maybe like I'll build up an audience of like a bunch of, you know, data science-y, programming-y, techie like people, and then I can be a little bit more technical about it. But I don't have a particular audience with particular needs to cater to right now, so it's more useful for me to communicate the technical information in a non-technical way, or in a way that's understandable to a non-technical audience. Anyway, that's a lot of like the point of like Flatiron School, or boot camps in general, I would assume, but Flatiron School is really good about, they're not just teaching you how to code, they're also like teaching you how to be like a professional in this industry, and that involves technical communication and that sort of thing. So yeah, anyway, I just wanted to make this video to start that playlist. I'll probably get through 1 or 2 modules this week, and then there'll be a couple more. I believe I just saw some lightning. Zeus is not having a great time, the dog. It's ironic that he's named Zeus and he doesn't like thunder and lightning. Anyway, yeah, so this is the first video of the phase 3 series. I hope that if you're watching this encourages you to come back and, watch a few more videos in that phase 3 playlist. So yeah, until next time.